Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where it's still new, brand new, so please hit the like, subscribe, and share if you care. Over here we talk about stories in sports that don't get a lot of light, don't get a lot of shine. Some of them may get a lot of shine, but we're going to cover these stories differently here on this channel. And today, as you guys can see, we're going to talk about Deontay Wilder. Now, what's going on with Deontay Wilder? This is a man, 38 years old, 6'6", 215 pounds, never fought again over 220 pounds, fought about around that range from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I mean, this guy is the bronze bomber, upper chiseled, upper body, but something has been going on with Deontay. Now, I believe 4 of his last 5 fights he lost, and people are coming down on him. And I think what we're forgetting is that this man is a human being. We're not thinking about, could something possibly be going on in his private life? Is he having a health issue? Or it could be a mental health issue. It could be a family issue. It could be maybe a passing in his family. Because this man right here, this man was at the top. I mean, this man was at the top of his game. I mean, this man gave the heavyweight world one of the best heavyweight trilogies. I mean, in boxing, heavyweight, he gave heavyweights one of the best trilogies that boxing has ever seen. So we're not going to discredit him. I mean, this is a man with a powerful, powerful right hand. A right hand, mind you, that ended 42 opponents, okay? So we're not going to discredit him. We're not going to say he sucks, because, you know, people like to do that. Oh, he sucks. He's not this. He's not that. Excuse me. We're not going to act like this is not the bronze bomber, okay? This is not Deontay Wilder, the guy that was doing it all, that was shaking and grooving, representing for the South. Now, I mean, this is a former football player turned boxer. I mean, Deontay used to work at Red Lobster, working the grill, working at IHOP, flipping pancakes, all the way to becoming a heavyweight champion. This man started becoming a boxer, playing sports just to take care of his disabled daughter. Yet if you follow Deontay, you know he has a disabled daughter, beautiful girl, and that was his main motivation. Now there's something that is going on that is making this man lose his juice. For him to go from flipping pancakes at IHOP to the heavy world champion, something is happening. Now we know he lost his last 2 fights to Joseph Parker and to Zhilei Zhang, and Zhang was 41. Deontay is 38. His birthday is the day before mine. My birthday is October 23rd. His birthday is October 22nd. Now, when someone starts to hit a decline, we need to start asking ourselves, is there something going on in his private life? Is there something going on? Now we're not going to act like this man is something, is a joke. This man is nothing to play with. I mean, let's take a look at some of his knockouts. (2013) Harrison, if you guys follow him, you remember this fight? Oh, this guy looks scared. This guy looks so scared. Ooh. See, over here you can see that he has the juice. I mean, there's something in him. He looks fresh. He looks ready. 2010. I remember this fight. Now, let me know in the chat how many of you guys have really been following Deontay Wilder's career. Oh, I mean, you guys can keep looking at the video as I talk, but if you look at if you look at this man, and if you look very confident, very chiseled upper body, tall, lean, long arm width. Now, if you watching look at it, look how fast he's knocking these cats out. Now, if we look at his last 5 fights, it's not the same person. It's not the same man. Something here is going on. I think that I might have an idea. Okay? Some of you guys, if you think you know what, well, we're going to talk about this. We're going to, it's not going to be a long video, you guys. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel. It's not going to be a long video, but tell me in the comments why you think that he's been slowing down. Not slowing down, but the passion seems to be leaving him. Now, I think I have an idea why the passion seemed to be leaving him. Just like I mentioned in my first video with Jaylen Brown dating Bernice Burgos, as soon as he let that go, boom, he wins a ring. And please, ladies, don't come for me because I'm a woman. And what I'm about to say, this is just my opinion, okay? But once again, just like I said about Jaylen Brown, sometimes the people we choose to date, when we are at the top of our game, when we are at an elite level, Jaylen Brown is playing for the Boston Celtics. You're in the NBA. You are playing at the elite of the most elite levels. Deontay Wilder is a heavyweight, boxing at the elite of the most elite levels. I mean, the weight of Tyson, the weight of Holyfield. I mean, you can name all these amazing heavyweights. My favorite class happens to be middleweight, but Tyson is my favorite boxer. But if you look at this man is elite. And I believe that sometimes the people that we choose to date, sleep with, you're sharing energy. I do believe that it does play a role. It does play a part. And if we look at him, there's a woman that he did start to date. Now, I don't know if this woman helped or hurt, but I believe that this woman hurt. Okay? I believe that this woman hurt. This woman hurt his career. I believe this woman now is filed a restraining order against him. If you see his face, it looks like he's been through it. People are saying that he was taking enhancement drugs to kind of help him get back. But I think this might have a little something to do with it. Deontay Wilder, as you guys may not be able to see, I know I have my logo in the corner, but Deontay Wilder's fiance granted restraining order amid domestic violence allegations. And let me say this, okay? Because this is the type of thing that pisses me off. Let me say this, because when I read that title, well, let's first read the first paragraph. A judge granted Deontay Wilder's fiancée, Telly Swift, a temporary restraining order against the boxer on Monday after she said he physically and mentally abused her a number of times over the course of 6 years. The TRO means Wilder must stay TRO means temporary restraining order, The TRO means Wilder must stay at least 100 yards away from both Swift and their 6-year-old daughter, his 6-year-old daughter, until June 25th, when the pair is slated to appear before a judge to determine the next step. Swift, who has been engaged to Wilder since 2018, said the boxer threw her out of their Atlanta residence on April 15th, even though she had recently undergone surgery. She and their daughter have been living in their Los Angeles area home, but she remains fearful that Wilder will become violent with her upon his return from a fight in Saudi Arabia. Let's stop there. Now, when I read this, and I'm sorry, those who want to get mad at me, get mad, get upset, but we need to be realistic, and we need to do some thinking. When I read this, the first thing I thought about was Kevin Garnett, who happens to be my favorite NBA player of all time after Michael Jordan. As soon as Kevin as soon as he retired from the NBA, his wife of how many years? Brandy, I think Brandy Parnell was her name. Brandy filed for divorce. Why are we filing for divorce? What has changed? Is it that the money is not still coming in and as much as it was before? Is it because he's just chilling and he's home all the time now and you don't have time to do the things that you were doing when he wasn't around? Could that be it? Because Miss Telly Swift, Deontay Wilder's fiance, they were engaged since 2018. She had no issue waiting then. I didn't hear any issues of domestic violence when Deontay Wilder was winning. Look, get mad if you want to, okay? I'm a woman and I'm going to say it. I'm allowed to say it. I didn't hear any issues of domestic violence from this young lady, Miss Swift, when Mr. Wilder, the bronze bomber, was winning, okay? I didn't hear anything of that. Homies hasn't been at the top of his game, and now we're starting to hear about physical and mental abuse from him. Okay. Now there's a restraining order. Now he has to stay at least 100 yards away from his 6-year-old daughter. This is what kind of agitates me. This is how, and I don't, okay, because I'm trying to use my words wisely, because women will jump. Women will jump on you. This is how sometimes women and men, but women specifically, can destroy the lives of these men that work so hard to provide for their families and to be all that they can be. The whole reason why Deontay became a boxer in the first place was to take care of his disabled daughter. And now all of a sudden, homie's doesn't have the juice like he did, and she could be the reason why part of his juice is gone. She could be the reason why. And now he has to stay away from his daughter, a young girl that probably gives him life. Imagine the beatings that you take in a ring, how just mentally disabling this must be, how crushing this must be to your spirit. You need to be around your children. You need to be around the people that genuinely bring you joy. But no, he is now ordered to stay 100 feet away from her. Engaged since 2018, maybe, and it's 2024 now, maybe in the 6 years that have gone, he has not had time to get married because he's focusing on staying on an elite level. Something is going on in the home that is preventing this man from focusing. Because if we look at his, let's see if we can find some training videos. Let's see if we can find some of his former training videos. Because this man had his training was insane. His training was insane. I want you guys to see what I'm doing. His training regimen was insane. Shadow boxing. We don't want to see this guy talk too much. Ooh. Look at how fast his right hand is. Look how fast his right hand is. Look how fast. And look at, woo! You guys see that? You guys see that? I mean, this, you can see how look at that, how poised he was during this time. Very lean, but chiseled, quick, agility. His reflexes were just, I mean, on point. This is when he was fighting Molina. Look at him. His reach, how quick his jab is. Look at this, guys. I mean, honestly, I know how excited, and if you're a real Deontay Wilder fan and you're watching this video, we know, look, you know, and I'm also a young lady too, so sometimes watching videos like this get me a little excited. But honestly though, like, if we know how much we were excited, he was, and he is the truth. He was the truth. I mean, this man is the heavyweight savior. I mean, this dude coming out of nowhere from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. This, look at this. So it hurts my heart to see what he's going through now, because this man was no joke. I mean, no joke. 42 KOs. He'll put you down. And I believe he lost, what, 4 out of his last fights. Joseph Parker and Zhilei Zhang were the last 2. And they're saying Zhang, if he lost to Zhang, this may be it. This may be it. And I really do believe that possibly this woman could be scorned. She could be scorned. I believe Deontay is capable of being physically violent towards me upon his return in June, because he has expressed that he is furious with me since April and has been physically abusive with me in the past. Swift also said Wilder has been spying on her with a surveillance system set up in their Los Angeles area home. Well, I mean, I would expect a man with that amount of money to have surveillance in his home. How would he be spying on you with his own surveillance system in his own home that you guys both share? Are you worried about being caught doing something in the home that you're not supposed to do while he's away in Saudi Arabia? If the volume is too loud, guys, feel free to turn it down, because sometimes when I might be, you know, protruding my voice, because situations like this get me hot. And I mean, I, I obviously, I'm someone who domestic violence is nothing to play with, but this is a situation that I see far too many times, especially when it comes to athletes who are at the top of their game, and they happen, and I'm speaking of male athletes who are at the top of their game, who just so happen to be dating a young lady who get scorned because maybe the sport they're playing is their true passion and true love, and you're not getting enough attention. You don't have the ring yet. You don't have the title as wife yet. This woman could be mentally draining him. Something is going on. I saw a photo of him, I think a couple days ago, where his face just looked almost defeated, drained, like something is going on. Something is going on where this man, the juice is leaving him. And we're not going to discredit all that this man has done for the sport of boxing, all that this man has done. I mean, regardless, this man has a career to be proud of. He's packed a lot into 20 years. I mean, let's read this. It's time. From years from now, when Wilder's turn comes up in the Hall of Fame rotation, there will be a spirited debate. Does an Olympic bronze medal, a 5-year run as a heavyweight champion, and a 98 knockout percentage? Guys, let's say that again. A 5-year run as a heavyweight champion and a 98 knockout percentage. Does that earn him a spot in Castanota? Or does a resume devoid of quality? Because listen, he had so many KOs, but let's be honest, he did not get the best opponents to fight. He did not. He was not given, people like Anthony Joshua, he was not given the best opponents. I will admit, it seems like after he fought Tyson Fury in 2018, something happened. Something happened. And first of all, that first fight was a draw. That was bullshit. It should have went to Deontay. He was cheated. Look, he was cheated. Deontay was cheated. The first fight was a draw, and then Fury won the second one, and then the third one after that. I feel like that's when the decline started to happen. When he was fighting with the latest guy, Zhang, he wasn't throwing his right hand enough. He wasn't throwing his right hand enough, and it really boggles my mind, because it almost makes you scratch your head like, this is not something. I'm not even going to say this is not the same man. Only thing I can say is something is going on in his personal life. It could be a mental health situation. It could be personal relationship issues that also too can cause mental health decline, such as depression, such as anxiety, loss of just passion for what you love to do. And it doesn't help now that you're thinking about, should you make a announcement to retire, and now you have a woman that is filing a restraining order. That's dirtying your name. When you get with a boxer, this is not an easy situation. This is not about the glitz and the glamour. Let's see if I can find this, because this is the type of thing that it's just really upsetting. It's so upsetting. Let me see if I can find a picture. Some headlines are calling her Miss Telly his wife when they're not officially married. Like, that's his fiance. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, this is the young lady. Guys, men, I'm gonna need you guys to be smart. I'm gonna need you guys to be smart. You guys, men, you need to choose wise. Okay? When you are playing at an elite level, you need to choose smart. It's not about a pretty face, a banging body. Are you going to choose a woman that is going to be there to help you mentally, to help you with your regimen, your eating habits, your sleep habits? Is she going to be the woman that's going to bring you calm? She's going to calm you down? Is she going to be the woman that is going to be there to be your solace at the end of your fights when you've been bashed and hit and knocked down? Is she going to be the woman to bring you back up? These are the type of questions that you need to ask yourself when you choose a mate, when you choose a spouse, when you are fighting or playing a sport at the elite of the most elite levels. I mean, slightly your fault, Deontay. Not completely, but slightly. Okay? I don't know who introduced you to this young lady, where you found this young lady. I don't know. I know nothing about her because when I watched Deontay. He began dating her in 2015. And 2015, and you filed for temporary restraining order in 2024. So everything was quiet and null and void until the decline starts to happen. Now I just got to get out of here because there's been domestic abuse going on. There's been physical abuse going on. I'm not saying that she's lying. I'm not saying that you're lying because we know how testy people can be nowadays in this time. But I just find the timing very, very reminiscent. Very reminiscent of it's just odd. It's just odd to me. It's just odd. Same thing, like I said, that happened to Kevin Garnett. I believe I used to see his wife at Timberwolf games or Celtic games, and all of a sudden when he retires, they're all of a sudden getting a divorce. What happened? So are you willing to stay with these men through their ups and their downs, or you just want to be with these men through their ups? Because as a woman, I do have to look at this as if I was in that specific position. And it also doesn't help, okay, when your trainer is talking shit. Okay? Let's look at this. Deontay Wilder paid the price for not doing what he was told, says Malik Scott. Okay? If you guys don't know, Malik Scott is his trainer. And this is what he said. This is why it's so... these are mistakes in the way... There were mistakes in the way Wilder threw his own punches that proved to be costly. This is why it's so important to drill when you're tired. This is why it's so important to drill when you're extremely fatigued, because these mistakes you make at a high level cost you. True. Deontay wasn't extremely fatigued, but he was going in that direction. He threw a right hand in a way we told him not to do. He dropped his left hand, which is the side of a left hook from a southpaw. He paid the price dearly. Not just did he get hit with the left hook by southpaw, he got hit by his best shot, and then he turned around. Just imagine someone getting their best shot off on you when you're in a whole different kind of state. That's what made the knockout so bad. Why are you saying this? Are you trying to embarrass this man further? Why are you even saying this to a public, a journalist, a news outlet? Why are you saying this? Now, don't be surprised if we don't see Deontay Wilder working with him anymore. Or training with him anymore. I mean, despite Wilder's recent form, he's been offered a potential route to becoming a two-weight world champion by Lawrence Okobi. Okay. Now, it's just something that it's just really hard to comprehend. But one thing I do want all of us to remember is that these people are human. So we have to be careful of how we judge them, what they say. We don't know what they're battling in their private lives. We don't know what they're going through. When they're in the ring, we're like, oh, they're a king. They look amazing. They're fit. They're fast. They're doing what we wish we could do. But you don't know what he could be going through a personal hell outside of the ring. We don't know. And apparently, by the looks of things, this restraining order that kind of came out of nowhere from a fiance that he never married, he's been engaged to for 6 years, understandably engaged to for 6 years because this man is a heavyweight boxer, boxing at an elite level, trying to get his mojo back. We can understand why he maybe possibly didn't have the time to get married, and was if the young lady Miss Telly was willing to understand the magnitude of his occupation, if you loved the man, you would have understood that regardless. You would understand regardless why the timing may not be right, but at the end of the day, you are his fiance, you are his lady, and your job is to build him up when he's down, when he loses, to be his solace, to be his solitude. And there's, of course, there's going to be times when he gets angry. So with the second he gets angry, you're going to say that's mental abuse. You're going to say, oh my God, who is this? So clearly you don't understand the magnitude of what this man does. I don't know if you're there for a bag. I don't know if you're there for shopping. I don't know what you're there for. I'm not there. I'm not going to make any assumptions. I'm just going to say that the restraining order against you and his daughter, that's extremely harsh. So is the mental and physical abuse against you and his daughter? Or is it just you? Are you bringing his daughter into this to hurt him? That's what I'm saying. So please, let's just be mindful of the way that we judge these athletes who, it's intense work, guys. It's intense work. I personally hope that Deontay is able to bounce back one day, redeems himself, because his latest fight, he was beaten by Zhang, who is 41 years old, 3 years older than him. So, and that's so not Deontay. That's so not Deontay to be defeated by someone who's 3 years older than him, especially at 41 years old. I mean, this is the Bronze Bomber, okay? This is the Bronze Bomber. So something really up here is going on. So let's be mindful, careful how we judge him. I hope you come back, Deontay Wilder. I hope you're able to leave what is going on in the past with this young lady. And I hope that you're able to bounce back from this slight decline, because like I said, you have given the boxing world one of the best heavyweight trilogies I have ever seen, and I'm rooting for you. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Share if you care. But like, share, comment down below. Tell me what you think. Do you think that Deontay can come back? Are you rooting for him? Why do you think this decline is happening? Where do you think this decline is happening? You guys let me know in the comment section, and I will see you guys next time.